Bortles. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. Give him 3 on the play, and on 4th down, they're able to convert and move the sticks. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. Now a play fake here on 1st down. Surveying the field. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Terrell McClain in there to bring him down for a loss of 7. Defense went 3. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. Now Bortles throwing on 2nd down. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. Marquise Lee, the intended target. And that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down.
When defenses get to the quarterback that quickly, a lot of times it's called a jailbreak. It wasn't quite that fast, but fast enough that he had no time to look downfield and set himself to throw the ball. And as he tried to do that, he was hit.
And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off Byron Jones. And he is going to get this one back to the 20-yard line. And out now come the Cowboys. And last time, they had it 4th and goal, rolled the dice, didn't get it. Now they've got to put that behind him, trying to put together another drive.
A simple tip of the cap, a nod of the head to the defense. Congratulations, you got us last time. But you didn't hold us the whole time. We got down to position where we were able to be in position to score. Let's go ahead and attack again. Continue to have that kind of confidence. Not worry about the one play that didn't allow them to get into the end zone.
And this time they'll be trying to get it into the end zone. We'll see what they do. Here we go. A 2nd down throw for Prescott. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. 11 yards for number 11.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
And the offense moving quickly to the line. And again, it's Prescott. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
So much of this game is about leverage. We always talk about low man wins in the trenches. Well, it's like that in just about every position. And sometimes, if you lose that leverage and you're losing the battle, just jump up at the line of scrimmage and try and bat the ball away. And that's exactly what happened there.
Looks like the defense in press coverage here. Here's Prescott. That's caught at the 2. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Ezekiel Elliott. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Cowboys use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6.
Let's go!
And mercifully, he'll go down. As that play was an utter mess. That might be kind. And the try for 2 unsuccessful. 2 scores down, 2 timeouts at their disposal. This is a critical onside kick. And the Jaguars are going to cover this one up. Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of an anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
Give them 22 on that one. And the Jags are going to have a 1st down. They're going to hurry back to the line now. Bortles now on 1st down. And that is caught. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Their big tight end, 26 yards. And the Jaguars add 6 to their lead. They had the lead in the 4th, but still passing. Finding the big target for the touchdown. Now that lead grows even more.
Everybody gets to join in the fun. You know, it doesn't have to just be the wide receivers catching touchdown passes. The tight end doesn't just have to do just the dirty work inside. He gets a chance to get into the end zone as well.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll Probably wish he reconsidered here. It'll cost him 10 yards now with a new rule as he's down at the 15-yard line. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. And they're hoping to capture some of that magic they had last time out when they were able to put together a scoring drive. But they're still down here, Charles.
Not the major concern, though, because of what you talked about. They scored the last time out. They feel good about themselves. They feel like their game plan is now in effect. They know how to attack and what plays they want to put together. But they've got to keep it moving in the right direction because, as you did note, they are down on the scoreboard.
Now Prescott, and he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. They got pressure there and only rushing 3.
And there's a defensive coordinator right now who is celebrating not just getting home with 3 there, but realizing if that's the type of pressure he can get in the entire game, then his pass defense is going to be excellent. He dropped an 8. Where are you going to go with the football?
To throw is Prescott. He's going to air one out. And incomplete. He can't hang on. Would have been a nice catch. Instead, it brings up a 4th down.
One thing I know from experience is that when the deep ball is thrown and you're the defender, you've got to fight that little bit of panic that emerges. You've got to play the ball really well. It's a 50-50 jump ball play. And guess what? They took a shot. How are you going to win it? And in this case, they managed to get it done.
Looking to throw. Prescott. Complete to Jason Witten. It'll be a gain of 8 yards. And they're able to pick up the conversion here on 4th down. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. Time for a break. Back to finish it off on EA Sports after this. So the offense has it 1st and 10.
Watch left. Tight. Watch left. Let's go. 38.
Prescott on 1st down. Got a man over the middle. It's Williams. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue. So an excellent throw and an excellent catch there.
Zone coverage, which means you just have to find the open areas in between defenders. That's exactly what happened on that play.
1st down and 10 now for the offensive group. On 1st and 10, Prescott. Forced out to his left. And I think the ball's out. Does the big boy have the juice? Past the 20. And that should just about do it. They return it to the end zone, sealing it with a defensive touchdown. Huge play by the defense, not only to force the fumble, obviously, but to return it for a touchdown.
And I know it's no fun for anyone who plays offense, but isn't it fun to see how a defense rallies when there's a fumble return and everyone tries to find someone to block and bring it all the way home?
I always like their celebrations because they don't get there that often.
No, they're not choreographed very well usually.
And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. That's fielded in the end zone. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for...
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
Well, partner, I do know this. If you're a defensive back, you have more chances to make a team now than ever because people are using 5 defensive backs, 6 defensive back packages. Not exclusively, but way more than before. That was a nickel package there, and what a pickoff.
Why is that? Why are they using that more?
Because more people are throwing the ball on earlier downs than ever before. This has become a passing league, and because of that, more defensive backs on the field on most plays.
So out come the Cowboys now as their offense gets set to take over. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
be honest.
Don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Yeah, use that as ammo going forward.
Exactly. Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went for us today, coaching, playing, the whole deal, and never forget it because...
You're not going to want that feeling again.
No, you don't want that feeling again, and who knows? You may meet up with this team again. When everything is in sync on defense, that means everyone's communicating really well, and sometimes it's nonverbal. They just know that when a receiver's in one spot, this person may have him, and he's in another spot, the next defender may have him. And
And now the Jags going to signal for another timeout. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play. And defensively, it's a nickel formation here on 3rd down and 9. Throwing on 3rd down, Romo. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
The good signal callers would never go back in the huddle and play the blame game because they need those guys to protect him. But on that last one, his offensive line, they lost their leverage very quickly, and that's why they were able to get to him and hit him as he tried to throw the football and force an incompletion.
Taking it about the 16. A good return there, 17 yards. And the Jaguars go on offense, 1st down and 10. Out comes the Jacksonville offense as they get set to take over here. They come into enemy territory, and I don't care what the matchup is in the National Football League. You're up like this late in the game on the road. This feels pretty good.
Oh, it feels fantastic. Anytime you get a road victory in the NFL, that's a big-time accomplishment, and to do it this convincingly, that just tears up the script that every home team has, which is nobody comes into our house and pushes us around. They took care of business today.
Yeah, they pushed around, and now the final stages of this one.
Well, they went for the big play there, but that drop could really hurt their momentum.
Bortles going to throw here. To the right side here, the tight end Thomas. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there, freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
Now Bortles. And Robinson with a big catch. And he gets this one across midfield for the 1st down to the 46.
Would it be safe to say that as precise as routes are supposed to be run in the NFL, maybe they're not quite as precise in college ball?
That's accurate, yeah.
And I think we saw a college route in the NFL there. Just find the soft spot, find the dead zone, and find the 1st down. And that's what he just did.
2nd down following the incompletion. Bortles will try again on 2nd down. Caught out left side by Robinson. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It'll be their 3rd and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside. Defense really showing respect to the deep ball here, playing off the receivers. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. But Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. With that, we say so long from Big D.